and welcome to the Calmcast, a time to feel calm and think clearly. I'm Claire Downham, the Queen of Calm, a transformational life coach. I was a burnt-out head teacher who finally made the journey to calm after years of trying, and I want to prevent you from having to do the same. The Calmcast is a series of short explorations, gently guiding you back to your natural state, which is calm and clarity. Just listen like you would listen to music, with an open mind and curiosity. There's nothing else to do. Now let's relax into today's episode. So today's episode is just called Force. I'm trying to make them all one word at the moment. So I guess I could have called it Universal Force. And as I am creating this on May the 4th, which of course is Star Wars Day, it was really interesting this morning. I had a look at Yoda's quotes. Do search for Yoda's quotes because they are amazing. Like Yoda, he knew what he knew, like he had the wisdom. I don't know who wrote Yoda's lines, but wow, they're full of wisdom. Anyway, less of Yoda, although Yoda did, of course, say, "May the 4th be with you." And he said, "May the Force be with you," actually. But that's what I want to say to you today. Because, there's something magical, isn't there? Just in the world, in the universe, maybe. Let's just not talk about our world. There is something powering life that we don't have to do anything about. Like, the sun rises every day. Isn't it amazing that we wake up in a country or wherever you are in the world, we wake up and the sun rises every day? I know the sun doesn't really rise. The earth is spinning around the sun. So it looks like the sun is rising. But that all happens without us actually needing to do anything about it. Wow. And I don't know about you, but I ate some food yesterday and it all kind of gets processed and dealt with by my body without me having to do anything. My heart is beating now. My lungs are breathing. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Can you imagine if we had to take on all that stuff as well as all the stuff we think we have to take on in life? Which hopefully by the end of this you'll see you don't actually need to take most of that on either. It's amazing, isn't it? Like it's such a force. And often I talk about flowers because I like flowers. And how they just know when it's time. Like we've had daffodils. Excuse me. We had daffodils, we've had tulips. We've got tulips now here, and we have got dandelions. Don't mow your grass in May because the bees love the dandelions. Anyway, all that is just happening, isn't it? Like nobody's standing over those flowers going, "Come on, it's time, you've got to get up now," or nobody needs to dig them up to make them come out of the soil. I hope you're hearing the metaphor for human life in all that I'm saying at the moment. Because not only is that force running your insides, not only is that force running your insides, but that force is running you. It's your inner guidance. It's kind of communicating with you all the time. And it's subtle often how it communicates with you, but sometimes it's downright noisy. You may have noticed that there's this guidance system that that force, that energy of life is available. Well, it's not just available to us, it's our essence, it's that aliveness that is who we really are, is always there, never ever goes away. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, I've got a really full day today and I'm really stressed out. and actually, there's loads of stuff happening in my life. I don't think the force is with me right now. But it's not true. As Yoda would say, the force is always with you. Or force always with you is, he would probably say, the force of the universe is running through you all the time. Now, when you've got a lot on your mind, you're still perfectly connected to it. I'm seeing this myself now, really. I didn't really see it like this before. Because it's still guiding you to let you know about your state of mind. And we all know, don't we, that we work better from a nicer state of mind. You've noticed that about yourself. I know you have. I know you've noticed that that when you're in a calm, centered place, when you have clarity, when you have this confidence or that inner knowing, you just work better. You flow more through life. And when you're feeling off, angry, frustrated, anxious, whatever else it is, you just don't work so well. You make mistakes, you do things that you later regret. Now that is the force of the universe letting you know. Always letting you know that you're on a path, that you're moving in a helpful direction or a not helpful direction. That's what your feelings are for. And this is why I talk about the antidote to self-development, because to me, it maybe should be the antidote to feeling management, but all this stuff that we're being encouraged to do to manipulate feelings, to get rid of certain feelings, is not allowing us the opportunity to be guided. If we feel an angry feeling and we just squash it down, where's the curiosity about what we're thinking that's creating that angry feeling? Where's the space to start getting curious about our beliefs? And therefore, in that curiosity, allow them to melt away. That force is, I guess, trying to help us to reconnect to the space that the force is coming from. That the space that's inside us and available to us when we're ready to listen. It's always nudging us. As I've got quieter over the last couple of years, what I've noticed is that it's just not quite as noisy as it was. Sometimes I take a breath like that and I notice that there's some tension somewhere that I'm holding on to. I suspect my tension today is about the fact that I've been awake since 3:30 this morning and I'm very tired. It's a miracle I'm still standing, really. But it's always there. It's guiding us. Listen to your body, because your body is connected to that force. It's letting you know whether you're on the right track or not. That's what it's always doing. You're going to know, as you tune into it, if you tune into this force more and more, you will just feel yourself being guided. I've got really, when you've got a really riled up feeling and you know that's coming from thought in the moment, it's your state of mind that's creating that, not anything else ever, then it will make sense to allow yourself what you need for that thinking to pass. Sometimes for me it's just a breath. It's just a pause. That's my doing. I keep saying this is not your doing. Whatever it takes for you to drop back into the present moment, because that's where the force is, where you're connected to it, really. Because if you look out there into the world, everything that's happening via this force, is present moment. The daffodils aren't kind of sitting on the grass verge all brown and dead now, bemoaning the fact that they're brown and dead. They don't care. They don't think, obviously, but there's no attachment to the past and the future in nature at all. It's just flowing all the time in the present moment. And that's where you're at your best. In fact, it's the only way it's the only place you really work. You don't work well in the past or the future. So, yeah, may the force be with you, and I hope you can feel it every day and see what's available to you when you do connect with it. Enjoy. Thank you so much for listening. There's nothing to do now but bring some awareness to how this is working out in your life. Listen regularly to experience longer and longer periods of calm. This has been the Calmcast with Claire Downham, Queen of Calm. Take care and keep listening.